Hey everybody, I am finally back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the Too Faced Just Peachy palette. I got this palette yesterday in the mail and I ordered it from Sephora. This is what the palette looks like, and there are 12 shades in this palette and they are all matte. It kind of reminds me of like a pocketbook if you're old school, or like a cigarette case or a little clutch. It's just, I don't know, the way it's designed. It's very pretty and sleek. There's little peaches here. And on the back, it's kind of like a brass color. So I think the packaging is really nice. It does feel high quality. It has a little weight to it. You open it up, you have like a super large mirror on the inside. It's the entire length of this palette. And here are your 12 shadows. They are peach inspired shadows, but they don't all really look peach to me. I think the only one that looks peach to me is Peachy Punch. The other ones I would say are like corals and reds and browns, but I guess in the peach family. As far as the quality of the shadows, I did use them today. This is my first time using the palette. I was prepared for fallout because usually with Too Faced palettes, I do have some fallout. I do have some chalkiness. I usually have some kind of issue. I don't really know of a perfect palette where all the shadows just apply smoothly, but I usually have some kind of issue with the palette. But today I was pleasantly surprised. The shadows applied well, they blended well. The only one I did have some issues with is the brown one, and that is Chocolate Dip. I just felt like I couldn't blend it very well. I don't know if it was the brush that I was using or just the shade itself. It just seemed kind of patchy to me. But as far as the other colors I used, I didn't have any problems with it. And the other shades I used today is I used Peaches and Cream. Gotta use Peaches and Cream. I use that as like an all over lid color. I use Peach Cobbler as a transition color. And a little bit of Peach Sangria in my crease. And then for my lid color, I use Peach Punch. So I used 5 shadows today. That's almost half of the palette. I didn't have any issues except with the chocolate one, like kind of trying to blend it out. I just found it really hard to blend. But as far as the pigmentation, I do think that these are very pigmented. So the one I'm wearing on my lid today, it kind of looks like I'm wearing this red color, but it is this Peachy Punch color. It almost looks red on my skin. So I think that the colors are like showing up kind of dark. I do think that these are really pigmented. I don't think that you have to work that hard when you're applying these shadows. So those are my opinions about this palette. I was kind of prepared to not like the palette. Just due to pricing, and you know, I usually get more for my money, or prefer to get more for my money if I'm going to spend that much money on a palette. For my budget, I just kind of had a hard time paying that much for just so little makeup. So I wish I would have had a coupon or something. I do like the design and the style of the palette. I do like the color selections. I think that these will definitely get you through the fall. Very warm, beautiful, very rich light colors. I do like that. The concept of the reds and the peaches and the oranges, it's just been done so many times lately. I mean, I think you can find these colors probably in other palettes, but if you just want them all, or you're a fan of Too Faced, this is a nice palette, but I think you can probably find, you know, some of these colors somewhere else. So those are my opinions of this palette. I do like the palette. It's just the only downside is just the pricing. I think the price point should have been more of like $35, $40 versus $45. That's just my own personal opinion, just for what I'm getting. As far as the quality, the application, I was pleasantly surprised with this palette. I was expecting like a lot of fallout or some patchiness, but I didn't really have a lot of issues with this palette. I think that this may be like more of like a, just kind of like your everyday go-to palette. Like if you just want something that you know you can just wear anywhere and just grab it on the go, and you know it's going to create a nice look, I think maybe this is, you know, maybe this is the palette for that. I think it will be great for the fall. So those are my opinions about this palette. If you enjoyed this video, please thumbs it up and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.